28 yards, and the drive keeps going.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be...
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Steve Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Again, it's Young.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hines will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Young. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now Allen going to give this one to Cam Akers.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing is Allen on third.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He's got a man, complete, past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Allen Lazard, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Throwing, Young.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, Young. Rolling to his right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point try now for Succop. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
27 yards there, a 1st down. On play action, Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Young.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st and 10, Young.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
picked up by Rod Woodson.
And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A play fake, now Young.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Now it's Hines. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Young to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Nyheim Hines punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bucs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead is now 21-14. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught inside the 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Allen now looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To the air, Allen. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Allen Lazard, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Looking to throw, Young. Sliding out of the pocket.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
It's Young on first down. It's caught here by Adams.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Young. Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Davante Adams. 38 yards.
And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him are not quite merged.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there. Allen now on first down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 61 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. This is Hines. And some space here.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Young.
That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hines.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 72 yards now for Hines on the ground, and that's a first down.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They run again with Hines. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Young to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Succop's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with...
And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Young.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Young. Flush to his right. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. One last shot for Young. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, this was a very